All right, today we're going to step right into the boardroom and break down a really high-stakes strategic plan. This is all about reshaping the entire future of e-commerce. So at the very heart of this whole thing is this one critical question. In a world where content is king, where it's driving all the sales, what do you do when you're a major player and you're losing the game? And this isn't just some business school hypothetical, you know? This is a real crisis for a real company, one of the biggest names out there.
So let's set the stage. The battlefield we're talking about is completely digital. And the war, well, it's for your attention and ultimately your wallet. The company we're focusing on is Shopee, a total titan in e-commerce. But they're trying to navigate these really treacherous waters of content-driven sales, a space that's being completely taken over by a new kind of competitor.
And here it is, the problem, laid out plain and simple. Shopee has built this absolutely massive marketplace, but the engine that's supposed to be powering its next big growth spurt, that's its network of creators, well, that engine is just sputtering out. And this is not a small deal. This is a fundamental threat to their whole position in the market.
Okay, so what does a failing creator ecosystem actually look like on the ground? Well, when you dig into the details, you find a problem that's not just urgent, it's baked right into their system.
Yeah, see, this isn't just one problem. It's a whole cascade of failures. First off, Shopee just doesn't have enough creators. And the ones they do have, mostly amateurs, which leads to pretty low-quality content. Naturally, that content doesn't sell. Their conversion rates are less than half of what a competitor like TikTok sees. And maybe most importantly, there's just no clear way for a creator to make a decent living. They're not getting any real training or the tools they need to succeed.
In this number right here, this is the real kicker. This is the average monthly income for 99% of the creators on Shopee. Less than $100. I mean, with a number like that, is it any wonder creators are fleeing to other platforms? You just can't build a thriving economy on that. It's impossible.
So if your system's broken, where do you turn for answers? Well, you go to the platform that basically wrote the modern playbook. We're not just going to look at TikTok as a rival here, but as a case study. We need to kind of reverse engineer their success to figure out a better model for Shopee.
So what's TikTok's secret sauce? It really boils down to three huge advantages. First, their content has incredible long-term value. A single video can keep driving sales for 6, even 12 months. Second, their algorithm is just masterful at matching the right content with people who are actually ready to buy. And third, they've got this seamless integrated marketing, where brand exposure and the actual sale happen at the exact same time. It's incredibly efficient.
But here's the real masterstroke. TikTok didn't just get lucky. No, they invested heavily. They started a $2 billion creator fund to just get the whole system off the ground. But then, and this is the key, they strategically pivoted. By 2023, they started phasing out all those subsidies, shifting to a model that's totally self-sustaining, where the brands are the ones footing the bill. That right there is the lesson.
Okay, so we've got the problem defined, we've analyzed the competition's playbook, so now we can finally introduce the solution. And it's not just about patching up the old model. No, it's about creating something entirely new, a plan where literally everyone comes out ahead.
And this is the core of it all, the win-win-win model. Right in the center, you have what's called an MCN, or multi-channel network. Think of them as the expert operator. They're the ones connecting the brands with the creators, or KOLs, key opinion leaders. So the brand invests, the creator makes the content, and Shopee provides the platform. It's a perfect loop where value flows between everyone.
Let's just quickly break this down. Shopee gets to drive massive revenue growth basically at zero cost to them just by providing the stage. The brands, they get a clear positive return on their ad spend, which just makes them want to invest even more. The creators, they finally have a real path to a real income, which motivates them to make amazing content. And right in the middle, you have the MCNs, the operators, making sure the whole thing runs like a well-oiled machine.
Now, a great strategy needs a clear roadmap, right? And this plan is perfectly broken down into 3 phases. First, bootstrap. Just like TikTok did, Shopee makes an initial investment to prove the concept works. Then, phase 2, transition. As brands see the amazing results, Shopee slowly pulls back its subsidies, and the brands eagerly start co-investing. And finally, phase 3, maturity. The training wheels are off, the ecosystem is totally self-sufficient and hugely profitable for Shopee.
And hey, the proof is in the numbers. Just look at this incredible shift. In phase 1, yeah, Shopee takes a small loss, about $2,600 per brand, just to get the ball rolling. But by phase 3, that loss turns into a $29,000 profit. per brand. And what about the brands themselves? They're still seeing a fantastic 3.6x return on their ad spend. It's this financial engine that makes the whole win-win-win model not just possible, but inevitable. So, with the plan in place and the financials looking that good, what's the end result? Let's zoom out a bit and see the fully realized vision for what the future of shopping on this platform could be. And there it is. This is the new Shopee ecosystem. You've got Shopee at the top as the platform. In the middle, the MCN operator connects the creator with the brand. Everyone has a clearly defined role and a clear way to make money, from commissions for creators to service fees for operators. It's a balanced, powerful, self-sustaining model.
This quote really just nails the whole idea. This is a fundamental shift in thinking. We're moving away from a simple, one-off affiliate program, and we're building a true, integrated ecosystem where everybody's success is tied together. That is the secret to long-term, sustainable growth.
And all of this brings us to one final big question. We've seen how this blueprint can completely remake Shopee's creator economy. But is this just a specific fix for one company's problem? Or are we getting a glimpse into the future for all online retail? Definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for diving into this with me.